Come on, baby, we got nothing but time. You say I'm too young for you. You're scared I'm too right for you. You say you hate the smell of cigarette smoke. You only used to smoke when you drank. When you lived in Chicago and you where the wind blows. I wish I'd known you in your wilder days. Now here we go. You got me falling in love again. You got a secret I wanna keep it. I wish I'd known you in your wilder days. The way you move your hands across my body, I'm kissing you in a hotel lobby. Baby, I don't wanna lose this feeling. You're giving me something to believe in. And who were you before I knew your name? Were you drunk at midnight waiting for the train? You could have been anyone back then, just another kid reaching for the wind. You said you hate the smell of cigarette smoke. You only used to smoke when you drank. When you lived in Chicago and you where the wind blows. I wish I'd known you in your wilder days. Now here we go. You got me falling in love again. You got a secret I wanna keep it. I wish I'd known you in your wilder days.
For all the wonderful people in attendance here at the Mississippi Coast Coliseum, welcome to a spectacular event of Monster Jam action. This series is stacked with some of the biggest and brightest stars in our sports. The incredible Blake Ranger, driver of Monster Mutt Dalmatian, is currently the Arena Championship Series East points leader, followed by MJ Solorio and El Toro Loco and Tony Oaks, driver of Thunderoris. We are in the beautiful city of Biloxi here at the Mississippi Coast Coliseum. Make sure to visit our merchandise stand and grab a great memory at our green screen photo booth. Then hurry back to your seats because Monster Jam Trackside is just a few minutes away.
Get your motor running. Head out on the highway. Looking for adventure. And whatever comes our way. Yeah, darling, go make it happen. Take the world in a loving embrace. Fire all of your guns at once and explode into space. And like a true nature's child, we were born to be wild. We can climb so high. I never wanna die.
crush it, crash it, jam it. New Mud Blasters lets you get Monster Jam messy. Color change from clean to dirty. Take it to the Monster Jam Mud Blasters dunk tank. Monster Mud Dalmatian speeds down the ramp. Splash into warm water. Mud Blasters color change clean. Spin in cool water to get muddy again. Mud Blasters crashes. Color change splashes. New Monster Jam Mud Blasters and dunk tank. Come with Monster Mud Dalmatian, other drugs sold separately.
Monster, monster, let's go. This is how we roll on tires that are larger than life. You waited, now you made it to the greatest show on earth. It's the monster, monster.
Monster Jam Showdown. Available now on all main platforms.
You're seeing something special happen right here. How huge is this? Here we go. That was something. Shut it down. I got big dreams, I want big rings. Ball so hard, they should put me in the Hall of Fame. I make big moves, I make big plays. I ain't stopping till the whole world know my name. I got big dreams, I want big rings. Ball so hard, they should put me in the Hall of Fame. I make big moves, I make big plays. I ain't stopping till the whole world know my name.
Biloxi, Mississippi, welcome to Monster Jam Trackside. I'm Kaz Egan, and today, here at the Mississippi Coast Coliseum, 8 Monster Jam superstars will compete to be crowned the BKT overall event champion as we continue down the road to Monster Jam World Finals 24. These larger-than-life superstars will battle head-to-head in 3 competitions: the JCB Racing Competition, Two-Wheel Skills Challenge, and of course, my personal favorite, Monster Jam Freestyle. Every competitor will receive points based on their finish in each of these competitions in pursuit of not only the overall event championship, but also a series championship. You, the fans, will play a pivotal role in helping crown our champions. And Tiana, that's where you come in.
That's right, Kaz. You Monster Jam fans play such a pivotal role here at Monster Jam by helping us crown our champion, getting really hands-on into the action. And I'm actually going to go into detail about that a little later during trackside. As for me, I'm going to be all over this arena. I'm going to be bringing you interviews with the drivers, some BTS from the crew chiefs down in the Monster Jam pits, and of course, I'm coming out into the stands to hang out with all of you incredible Monster Jam fans, because as Kaz mentioned, you are such a big role here at Monster Jam.
Now, this is our second day of events at the Mississippi Coast Coliseum, our actual 3rd event here in Biloxi, Mississippi. Yesterday was absolutely incredible. Can you tell the fans here in Biloxi what took place yesterday?
Of course, yes. We had 2 events yesterday. We kicked things off at 1 p.m. where we did our 3 competitions, and Kristen Anderson and Gravedigger didn't only win the 1 p.m. racing competition, but also at 7 p.m. So she's currently undefeated in racing in Biloxi. So I think she's looking to get it for a 3rd time today. And Two-Wheel Skills during the 1 p.m. event, Brandon Telechka and Just Get Her Done 2 took that win. And then last night it went to Blake Granger and Monster Mutt Dalmatian. And then let's talk about everybody's favorite. That is freestyle. So here at Monster Jam, we're always looking for those big wow factor moments. Of course, that always comes down to a beautiful Morgan & Morgan backflip, where during the first event yesterday, MJ Solorio and Toro Loco did just a chef's kiss of a backflip yesterday, and that got him not only the freestyle win, but the overall event championship win. And then it was like seeing double. Blake Granger did the same thing, got an incredible backflip freestyle win last night, and then took the overall. So it's been a pretty exciting weekend so far, but you know, here at Monster Jam, we like to say this is Sunday fun day. So anything could happen today, Kaz.
That is right. And you were talking about Blake Granger and Monster Mutt Dalmatian taking that overall event champion. He's getting closer and closer. The season is almost coming to an end. We're a little over halfway through the season. Do you think there's enough time left for these other competitors to catch up and receive that automatic bid to Monster Jam World Finals 24?
Well, you know, Blake Granger in Monster Mutt Dalmatian has about a 100-point lead in that first place position. You know, it's a big gap to make up. A lot of things, I kind of said this yesterday, unfortunately, for someone to kind of close that gap, a lot of things would have to go wrong for Blake Granger and a lot of other things would have to go right for some of the other competitors. But, you know, here at Monster Jam, anything is possible. So who knows? We still have several weeks until we crown the champion who gets that automatic world bid to World Finals. So I don't know. It's anyone's game right now, I think.
There is so much more to come here at Monster Jam Trackside. We're going to hear from some of your favorite Monster Jam superstars. All that and more to come for Monster Jam Trackside.
To rev up your career? At the University of Northwestern Ohio, our high-performance motorsports program puts you in the fast lane with a 70% hands-on education. Learning from the best in the business, you'll master the skills needed to excel in the world of motorsports. From the pits to the paddocks, UNOH students and graduates dominate in all facets of racing. Turn your passion into a career at UNOH. Apply today at unoh.edu.
We went to the Monster Jam test grounds to show how the original Super Glue, now with Super Unix, can win any challenge. From small,
Bond super fast, just 10 seconds. All set here.
To the extreme.
Let's see how strong it really is.
Yeah, let's see it lift 12,000 pounds.
The extreme power of Super Unix adhesive is shock and vibration proof. So strong, it can lift more than 12,000 pounds. The original Super Glue, featuring Super Unix, the next generation of Super Glue.
Lucas Oil, it works.
I run Lucas Oil.
It doesn't matter if you're on the water,
driving to work, or competing in a sold-out stadium.
Lucas Oil products will help you get the most out of your vehicle.
Monster Jam has run Lucas Oil in and on our trucks for over 10 years.
we wouldn't run anything else.
Lucas Oil, the official oil of Monster Jam.
Biloxi, Mississippi, you are about to experience an incredible event of Monster Jam action here with the superstars of Arena Championship Series East. But there are actually 4 other series touring around the world currently right now in Monster Jam. We have Arena Championship Series Central and West. Not only them, but we also have Stadium Championship Series West and East. Tiana, can you tell us a little bit about our friends over in the other arena series?
Of course. Yeah, as you mentioned, we have our brothers and sisters on the other arena tours. So let's kick things off with Arena Championship Series West. They are in Tucson this weekend. They have 5 full events, which means they have 2 today. So they are having lots of caffeine over there in Tucson. Let's break it down. What happened last night for their competitions? For racing, that win went to Devin Winfield in Velociraptor. Two Wheels also went to Devin Winfield in Velociraptor. Weston Anderson in Gravedigger took the win for freestyle. But that overall event championship went to Devin Winfield in Velociraptor. And, you know, I think this is his second win of the weekend into that overall, really dominating over there this weekend. But Weston Anderson in Gravedigger does have a substantial point lead, similar to us over here on Arena East with Blake Granger. So it'll take a lot for those Monster Jam competitors to really break that difference and really get up to Weston. But, you know, let's move on over to Arena Central. They are in Green Bay. They have 4 events this weekend, 1 more going on, I'm pretty sure, right around the same time as us. So let's look at what went down yesterday. Racing went to Triton Robbins in Crazy Train. Two Wheels went to El Toro Loco with Fernando Martinez. He also took the freestyle win, but the overall went to John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. And Kaz, you know, I like to talk about this a lot at Monster Jam. John Zimmer Jr. won the overall without winning any of the competitions. That means that his game was so consistent. It's all about consistency here at Monster Jam. You don't necessarily need to be the person at the pod after a competition to be the person on the pod when it comes down to the end of it, you know?
That was very well said. Now we have 2 Stadium Championship Series where the race for the points is extremely close. Can you tell us about our Stadium Championship, friends?
I would love to. So we have our 2 stadiums, Stadium Championship Series East and Stadium Championship Series West. Let's start with West. They are in Vancouver, British Columbia this weekend with 4 events, where Tristan England and JCB Dickatron has won 3 out of those 4 events so far. They have their final one today. I think he's looking to make it a clean sweep. And, you know, he is currently the point leader there on Stadium Championship Series West with 455 points, just about 14 points above Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger. And then as for our Stadium East friends, they are in Louisville, Kentucky. They had 1 event yesterday. Now this competition has been pretty fun to watch. You know, Bari Musauer and Zombie took the lead in points just a few weeks ago and has really been giving Tyler Menega and Gravedigger a run for his money. I believe now he only has about a 12-point lead, Bari Musauer and Zombie, above Tyler. So they're going to really battle it out for the rest of these weeks until we crown that champion for Monster Jam World Finals.
Well, we say it all the time. You never know what's going to happen when it comes to Monster Jam. But Tana, I know you have a busy night ahead of you, and you're going to be running around this entire arena all day, so I'll let you get to it. Meanwhile, Monster Jam fans, if you could take a look up at the video board, we have a new friend that has joined the Monster Jam family. Take a look for a behind-the-scenes unveiling of the new Monster Jam truck, Classroom Crusher.
Buckle up, we're going big.
It is now time to introduce you to our 8 spectacular Monster Jam drivers on the Arena Championship Series East. Starting with a crowd favorite and the 2025 Arena Champion of Series East points leader, Blake Granger in Monster Mutt Dalmatian. He has done a ton in front of his friends and family in attendance yesterday, so the pressure is still on because you never know who's showing up to the Mississippi Coast Coliseum. Currently second in the series points race is MJ Solorio in El Toro Loco. He took home not only the freestyle competition win, but he also won the overall event championship yesterday. Tony Oaks in Thunder Roars just behind MJ Solorio and El Toro Loco in points, but all that can change by the end of this event. Kristen Anderson in Gravedigger became the first ever female Monster Jam Tour Series champion in 2022. Michaela Telechka and Megalodon grew up in Monster Jam and is a second-generation driver. Her brother, Brandon Telechka of Just Get Her Done 2, is also a second-generation driver. Between Brandon and his sister, Michaela, that is a very fun rivalry to watch. Mark Hall in Raminator is a fabricator and welder at Hall Brothers Racing and has had a 20-year career driving for Monster Jam. Kurt Kramer in Hotsy made his Monster Jam debut in 2018 and is also part of the Hall Brothers Racing team. Make sure that during the competitions you head to judgeszone.com and submit your votes to help crown our event champion right here in Biloxi, Mississippi. All right, here we go.
We love to do backflips,
Donuts.
Wheelies, and get bigger.
we do it for you.
And for the kids of St. Jude, families never
Never receive a bill from St. Jude.
For treatment, travel,
housing, or food.
so they can focus.
Focus on helping their child live.
So get out your phones
And scan the QR code.
I'm scanning mine right now.
Go ahead, scan the code.
Go ahead and scan the code.
I'm scanning right now.
To learn how you can join us in helping the kids of St. Jude.
Turn it up, dude.
I'm trying, man.
So let's get to it tonight here at Snapdragon
Woo!
Stadium.
That's how you do it. Oh, what a move! Big moment.
And what a great finale to her 2 minutes here. Goatee with a 9.613. A huge score.
You need to be louder.
Monster Jam only on MAV TV.
Monster Jam and Marvel swing into stunts. New Monster Jam Mega Spider-Man RC. Epic stunts and heroic action in your hands. Massive wheels let you climb and conquer anything in its way. New Monster Jam Mega Spider-Man RC. Batteries not included. Epic trucks, epic stunts. Monster Jam. New Monster Jam Supercharged Speedway. You can blast into stunts, hit the big air pedal, and launch into the podium. It's a figure eight frenzy. Monster Jam Supercharged Speedway comes as shown. Other trucks sold separately. Batteries not included. Adult assembly required.
What's up, y'all? It's Kristen and Tony, and we're getting ready to play a little Monster Jam Showdown, right?
I'm ready.
Dude, I have taken a lot of damage.
Me too. Where's the turbo button?
I can't tell you. It's secret.
Oh, deuces.
Oh, Robin is racing, Tony.
Imagine
Robin's
that.
racing. Good
Just
job.
as I suspected.
Whatever. You got lucky. The Monster Jam Showdown video game is available now.
Waiting for the time to pass you by. Hope the winds of change will change your mind. I could give 1,000 reasons why, and I know you, and you've got to make it on your own, but we don't have to grow up, we can stay forever young. Living on my sofa, drinking rum and cola underneath the rising sun. I could give 1,000 reasons why, but you're going, and you know that all you have to do is stay a minute. Just take your time. The clock is ticking, so stay. All you have to do is wait a second. Your hands on mine. The clock is ticking, so stay. Won't admit what I already know. I've never been the best at letting go. I don't wanna spend the night alone. Yes, I need you, and I need to make it on my own, but I don't wanna grow up. We can stay forever young. Living on my sofa, drinking rum and cola underneath the rising sun. I could give 1,000,000 reasons why, but you're going, and you know that all you have to do is stay a minute. Just take your time. The clock is ticking, so stay.
Biloxi, Mississippi, with all-out racing, big air, and massive stunts, Monster Jam is truly as big as it gets. Be sure to interact with your favorite Monster Jam superstars or even capture the next viral moment on social media. Follow us at Monster Jam for all the latest news and updates from Monster Jam events around the world, and use the hashtag Monster Jam on all of your posts tonight on X, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook.
But every tear has been a lesson. Rejection can be God's protection. Long, hard road to get that redemption, but no shortcuts to a blessing. Yeah, I'm faithful. Scratch that, baby, I'm grateful. Gotta say it's really been a while, but now I got back that smile. I'm so faithful. Scratch that, baby, I'm grateful. Now you see me shine from a mile. Finally got back that smile. 2.0 remodeled, used to be dull, now I sparkle. Had a piece of humble pie, that eagle trick saved my life. Now I got a smile like Lionel Richie, big and bright, need shades just to see me. Trying to stay alive just like I'm the Fiji, a Mona Lisa masterpiece. Yeah, I'm faithful. Scratch that, baby, I'm grateful. Gotta say it's really been a while, but now I got back that smile. I'm so faithful. Scratch that, baby, I'm grateful. Now you see me shine from my mind.
Ladies and gentlemen, the best part about Monster Jam Trackside is hearing from Monster Jam superstars themselves. Here with me is Blake Granger, driver of Monster Mutt Dalmatian, and Tony Oakes of Thunderoris. Blake, you had an incredible day yesterday. You got friends and family in attendance. You even ended up taking home the overall event championship in yesterday's event. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Most definitely, yesterday was absolutely probably one of the best days I've had in a long time with Monster Jam. I had my dad out and a lot of my friends and family, my son, and we had two great events. We finished second during the day. We took the overall event championship during the night. We landed the backflip thanks to my man Tony, and it was absolutely awesome to go out there, throw down, look over to Section 12, and see all my friends and family going absolutely AWOL for me. It was probably one of the best experiences I can remember in a while.
Now, Tony Oakes and Thunderoris, you are always at the top for every competition. All these events, you're currently placed in third for the overall event series race. Do you feel the momentum carrying into Biloxi? This is our last event here. What can the fans expect from you today?
Man, it's been great to come to a place like this. I'm from Pennsylvania, so it's like vacation to me here. So the stress level is decreased. It's just the sun's out. You see the water right here on the beach. It makes everything that much better mentally. And to come out here with a clear mind, ice in the veins, we're going to hit the podium finish on every single competition. That's the goal. Come out here, remain consistent. I try to get at least third place in every competition. This weekend, we've been kind of in the top four throughout everything. Last night, I think second place in freestyle behind Blake with his big gnarly backflip, so that was awesome. And yeah, we're going to ride that momentum into today, remain consistent, put down a spectacular Monster Jam for the fans today. Sunday fun day, baby.
Now, speaking of all the gnarly tricks you were doing yesterday, Monster Jam Dalmatian, Monster Mutt Dalmatian had to be towed out of the arena last night. Can you update us on, is everything ready for our event today?
100%. First off, my man Tractor got me these fresh new Dalmatian glasses, so we got to represent him here today. But you know what? We landed that backflip. It ripped the spindle off, which fortunately is not a hard fix. Those guys had that thing almost apart and back together by the time we finished the meet and greet last night. And then he told me this morning they drove it out. The truck feels better than it did before. So that's absolutely amazing to hear from your crew chief, especially when you do that much damage. But we did land the backflip. We took the overall event championship. It was an absolute great night. Now we got some friends here with their families. I'm looking forward to having some fun, throwing it down here in Biloxi. This is my first time here in Biloxi. I live right up the road in Lafayette, Louisiana. So to be able to come only 3 hours away from home, have the friends and family over, throw down with my friends. It's a good time. We've had so much fun riding the Harleys up and down the beach. It's been one of the weekends for the ages. But you know what? It's all about Monster Jam right here in Biloxi. So are you guys ready for Monster Jam? I want to hear you get loud.
Tony Oakes in Thunderoris is not only an incredible Monster Jam driver, but you are also a St. Jude ambassador. Can you tell us a little bit about what that entails?
Yeah, we've got so many great partnerships with Monster Jam, JCB Machines, BKT Tires, Lucas Oil, but ultimately the greatest, most important partnership, St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. For those of you that don't know out there, St. Jude Children's Research Hospital is a nonprofit organization specializing in the research and development of childhood cancers and incurable diseases that not only affects the lives at St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, but ultimately around the world as these latest and greatest treatments are disseminated to cancer facilities and hospitals around the world. And they operate solely off of generous donations from folks like you out there. If you want to find out how you can greatly impact a child's life at St. Jude Children's Research Hospital or ultimately around the world, you can text Monster Jam to 785-833. Go to monsterjam.com/St. Jude or scan the QR code on the board right now. We just started this competition between drivers who can raise the most money for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. And if you go to monsterjam.com/St. Jude, they'll tell you all about it right there. We go to the Tiltify program, and you can click on the link to each driver and donate on their behalf. And at the end of the event, we have a little friendly competition who can see who can raise the most money for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital.
And we'll be putting that QR code up on our screen all throughout the night for your chance to donate to the incredible St. Jude program. Gentlemen, thank you so much. Best of luck to you tonight. One more time, give it up for Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian, Tony Oaks, Thunderoris.
About 5 years ago, I drew emojis. It's kind of cool. And then I made it into a monster truck. It represents the cancer journey in my life. Cancer is not a great feeling. Life just got turned upside down. Went from being normal to like different. But I found hope and light. St. Jude is an amazing place that helped me through it. Right now, I feel great. No more cancer. Cancer-free. Thank you for saving lives.
At Lucas Oil, we take pride in creating problem-solving products to make your car care easier. We protect your vehicle and make it run longer so you can focus on the things that matter most. Whether it's commuting to work, visiting a loved one, taking the kids where they need to go, going to the big game, or anywhere life takes you, Lucas Oil is committed to getting you there for all of life's important moments. Lucas Oil, it works.
We enter this year's Super Motocross World Championship playoffs with plenty of questions. And this is the proving ground where we're going to get answers. Who's the best of the best?
22 riders, one dream. This is the playoffs.
Let's go!
Tickets on sale now.
They're here. Guys, they're here.
What?
Come on, they're here.
Okay, I'm coming.
They're here. What is it? Just give me a second.
Just open the box. Snap that off.
Okay. Okay.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, right? I like those.
Those are nice.
See clearly, drive boldly with the Zenni Monster Jam collection. Zenni Optical. Eyewear for everyone. Pretty sick. These are mine.
Biloxi, I need everyone to get your Toro horns up because I'm here with a super special guest, MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco. MJ, you had such an incredible freestyle run yesterday during our first event. It helped you clinch the overall in that first event yesterday. Talk to me a little bit about it.
Yeah, you know what? Nobody knew who was going to win that overall Saturday afternoon. After freestyle, I nailed the Morgan & Morgan backflip. It was honestly my most perfect backflip I've done so far in my career. And you know what? After freestyle, I was standing in the back, watching every other competitor go and just hoping that they didn't beat my score. And you know what? Nobody was able to. But when it came down to it, they showed the points up on the board. We were all in the back just questioning who was going to come home with that trophy. And thankfully, I was able to bring home the hardware on Saturday afternoon. But you know what? Saturday night, it didn't treat us too kindly. You know what? I made one hit in freestyle, and the truck decided it didn't want to party. I ended up upside down, didn't get a score. So I got a little bit of pent-up aggression I'm ready to take out today.
Well, I know that you're going to let that bull fly today, but you know, let's talk a little bit about this backflip that you did yesterday. You just started backflipping this year in your career. What an incredible, and you should be so proud of yourself at how successful you do these. Talk to these fans a little bit about what it's like to be in that truck right before you're about to do something crazy in El Toro Loco. What goes through your head?
Yeah, you know what? I started doing backflips week 3 of our series this year. We were out in Baltimore, Maryland when I got the green light to start hitting those backflips. But you know what? Now we're out here halfway through our Monster Jam season. We've been backflipping every weekend since. And knock on wood, we're 100% on backflips so far. I've landed every backflip I've gone for. But you know what? When you're staring down the barrel of that backflip ramp right there, there's not really much going on in your head other than just make sure your speed is consistent. And as soon as you feel your front tires hit, you just put your foot to the floor and you don't lift until you see dirt again. But you know what? I've had such an amazing time here in Biloxi. This is my first time here. I hope I get to come back next year. Soy único latino aquí este fin de semana, representando a todo mi gente. Everything I do is for you guys. You know what? I started off just like everyone here. I was a fan in the stands. I would come to pit party. I would stand in the lines just to meet my favorite truck or my favorite driver. And now I got the little ones coming up to me saying how I'm their favorite truck or I'm their favorite driver. It truly is a full circle humbling moment.
Well, what do you say, Biloxi? Let's show MJ all the love we got and keep your Toro horns up. MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco.
The biggest Monster Jam of the event is coming to Salt Lake City for the first time in 2025. Don't miss the chance to see the most monster trucks in one place. Monster Jam. Bring the whole family and start the 4th of July weekend with all-out racing, pulse-pounding stunts, big air, and unbelievable wow moments as the world's best drivers compete for a world championship. Get up close and personal to fan-favorite trucks such as Gravedigger, Megalodon, and Zombie at the biggest pit party of the year. Tickets on sale now at Monster Jam World Finals. Big time family fun brought to you by the Utah Sports Commission.
As the clock is ticking down, it's game time now, and he's got it!
Biggest event of the year, Monster Jam World Finals, coming to Salt Lake City for the first time ever.
Racing has been on fire.
The best trucks and the best drivers all in one place at the biggest pit party of the year.
Don't miss all the skills.
Yeah, that's what you want to see. Thrills. Incredible air.
An unbelievable wow moment.
Here she goes sideways. Unbelievable.
Can't wait to see you there.
That's what we were looking for.
All right, here we go.
We love to do backflips,
Donuts.
Wheelies
And get
bigger.
we do it for you.
And for the kids of St. Jude, families never.
Never receive a bill from St. Jude.
For treatment, travel,
Housing or food.
so they can focus.
Focus on helping their child live.
So get out your phones
And scan the QR code.
I'm scanning mine right now.
Go ahead, scan the code.
Go ahead and scan the code.
I'm scanning right now.
To learn how you can join us in helping the kids of St. Jude.
eating Sunday supper without collard greens. Dad was boss, Christ is king. Friday night was living for them lights to come on. Then I turned to Miller Lights when I turned 21. There's some things about me that I can't change. I'll always be the man that home made. Home made me love a dirt road. Home made me crave some ice cold. Homemade sweet tea only mama knows how to make. Yeah, home made me love a small town. Home made me want to settle down in a homemade for the two of us. Everything I love is homemade. My pickup lines didn't seem to work. Guess my pickup truck must have got to her.
Monster Jam is on MAV TV. Watch every Saturday morning for classic Monster Jam episodes. New episodes airing every Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern, and more with all new Arena in 30s and Inside Monster Jam.
Welcome inside the Monster Jam studio.
Turn it up, dude.
I'm trying, man.
So let's get to it tonight here at Snapdragon
Woo!
Studio.
That's how you do it.
Oh, what a move!
Big moment.
And what a great finale to her 2 minutes here. Go team with a 9.613. A huge score.
You need to be louder.
Monster Jam only on MAV TV.
Monster Jam fans, I think I just found the biggest fan in here. This is Rowan. He is 11 years old, and he has been coming to Monster Jam since he was 2. Let's give him a huge round of applause. Make some noise. So, Rowan, I got to know, which Monster Jam truck do you think is winning today?
I'd have to say I'm voting on Gravedigger, so I think that truck's going to win.
Gravedigger. I think you have a good pick there. Anybody else rooting for Gravedigger today? Well, Rowan, since you've been coming to Monster Jam a while, I know that you're an expert. So you got to help me show all these fans how we get into the action. And that's by doing some Monster Jam trivia. So I feel really confident that you're going to know this. So are you ready for Monster Jam trivia?
Yep.
Let's do it. Let's see what our question is going to be. What type of fuel do Monster Jam trucks use? Is it A, electricity, B, regular gas, C, race fuel, or D, chocolate milk? Now, I'm going to let Rowan think about it, but I want to hear from you, Biloxi. Make some noise if you think it's A, electricity. Make some noise if you think it's B, regular gas. Make some noise if you think it's C, race fuel. And make some noise if you think it's D, chocolate milk. Oh no, Biloxi, I'm worried about you. But you know what, Rowan, it all comes down to you. What do you think that right answer is?
Race fuel.
Race fuel. Let's see if you are correct. That is correct. Let's give Rowan a huge round of applause. Thank you so much for not only helping me, showing these fans how it's done, and for being such a loyal fan to Monster Jam. I need you to cheer on Gravedigger nice and loud all day long. And let's get back to more Monster Jam trackside.
For more on today's event, let's check with the voice of Monster Jam on MAV TV, Scott Jordan.
As we continue getting ready for tonight's competitions, it is time now for Track X, brought to you by Spin Master.
Epic trucks, epic stunts, Monster Jam. Versus the JCB racing competition. We will start with one Monster Jam truck set at the starting line. After you see 2 amber lights, the final light will go green, and our driver will hit the throttle and begin navigating this challenging track against the clock, in which the competition could be won with horsepower in the quick straightaways or with technical skill in the turns. That's where the seat time, skill, and precision of our driver will come into play. Each competitor has the option to take the corner in a smooth, wide drift, never taking their foot off the gas, or they will slightly pump the brakes and hit a tight, narrow turn, avoiding the obstacle and accelerating to the finish line. Next up, it's the 2-Wheel Skills Challenge, where our superstars will attempt their best 2-wheel maneuvers to wow you, the judges, using only 2 of their 4 BKT tires. In this competition, you will see technical and combination moves combining skill, concentration, and balance to pull off some amazing maneuvers like stoppies, moonwalks, sky wheelies, poppers, and whatever new innovative trick the Monster Jam superstars dream up. While the amazing UNOH technicians gear up our Monster Jam trucks for the second half of the event, the high-flying freestyle motocross superstars will take to the skies. Our riders will do a quick warm-up session, then we'll jump right into the best trick competition. The skill and athleticism of our FMX superstars will be on display as they may perform knack-knacks, supermans, whips, and maybe even a backflip. Our final competition of the event is the freestyle competition. Our Monster Jam drivers will compete for your score by performing the most dynamic freestyle run. The track features unique obstacles which can lead to some awesome maneuvers. Each obstacle is buried into a corner of the pod and can provide the driver a different look as they attempt to perform a run consisting of big air, momentum, and wow moments as they compete to earn the highest fan score by you at judgeszone.com. Now get ready for the ultimate high-octane adventure as your Monster Jam begins in just a few minutes.
One of the best parts about Monster Jam is that you, the fans, help crown our champion. And this is how it's done. During our competitions today, you're going to use your smartphone and go to judgeszone.com or scan the QR code that will pop up on the video board like it is now. Once you're there, you're going to type in the code BIL and click submit. Once you get to the scoring page, all you have to do to set a score is slide the BKT tire up or down to the score you want to give each driver. Now, there's a couple things to remember. You got to be quick when scoring because you only have about 20 seconds to lock in a score. And the most important thing to remember is that our drivers are counting on you to score accurately and fairly based on the criteria for each competition. So, what do you say, Biloxi? Let's do a quick practice round. I need everyone to scan the QR code up on the video board. As you can see there, that is what it's going to look like once you get to judgeszone.com. Once you get there, type in the code BIL and click submit. That will take you to the scoring page as seen on the video board. And for this practice, go ahead and just slide that tire all the way to the top. Give me a 10 out of 10 on this Sunday fun day. And once you are ready, once those scores are locked, our score will pop up on the video board just like it will during today's competitions. Okay, let's see what that practice score is. A 9.716. Nice scoring, everybody. I cannot wait to see how you score our drivers during today's competitions.
Monster Jam Showdown. Available now on all main platforms. We went to the Monster Jam test grounds to show how the original Super Glue, now with Super Unix, can win any challenge. From small,
Bond super fast, just 10 seconds. All set here.
To the extreme.
Let's see how strong it really is.
Yeah, let's see it lift 12,000 pounds.
The extreme power of Super Unix adhesive is shock and vibration proof. So strong, it can lift more than 12,000 pounds. The original Super Glue, featuring Super Unix, the next generation of Super Glue.
We're seeing something special happen right here. How huge is this? Here we go. That was something.
The live streaming and or recording of Monster Jam events is prohibited. Live events may not be broadcasted, transmitted, reproduced, or otherwise distributed in any form without the express written consent of Feld Motorsports.
We are nearing the end of trackside and getting close to the start of this event. But before we do so, we're going to do a little Monster Jam housekeeping. So I got a couple of ground rules I'd love to throw down with you. Number one, and the most important thing here at Monster Jam, is our safety. So you will see this beautiful red safety plastic and gray all around the arena. That plastic is not to be touched. No legs on it, no jackets, no earmuffs, no toys, no children. Everything should be off the red safety hold plastic throughout the entire duration of your time here at the Mississippi Coast Coliseum. It is for your safety, our safety, and of course the safety of our drivers. All right, that was the first thing. Now, the second thing, let's take a look at the track here. We are about to kick things off with JCB Racing here at Monster Jam. And now I want to give you a little inside scoop so that you can be super in the know during this first competition. We're going to be doing some JCB racing, and you might see there on the dirt the gray cone in the circle, as you see up there on the video board. That is the turn cone. Now, this cone is super important when it comes to JCB racing because it is going to set a parameter for these drivers. They have to make sure that they go completely around the cone and cannot knock it out of that circle. They can't pop it, knock it over, push it out. If they do, they will get a 5-second penalty on their final time. So I want you to look out for that during the competition. The second thing I want you to look out for is on either side of the arena, you will see these sets of lights. There is a red light, there are 2 amber lights, and there is a green light. What that means is, of course, red means stop. That means these trucks are going to not go. They're going to wait at the line. Then as they get ready to race, they're going to see the first amber light. That means they're getting staged. The second one means they are ready to go. And then, of course, green means racing. When the light turns green, the Monster Jam trucks will hit that throttle and begin their race. These lights are used all throughout the events. And again, it all comes back to safety. So, Monster Jam fans, I hope you enjoy. I want you to keep your eyes peeled for not only the lights, the cone, and I want you to please be aware and keep all hands, legs, arms, children away from the red plastic safety holds.
For all the wonderful people in attendance here at the Mississippi Coast Coliseum, it is almost time for the final Monster Jam event in Biloxi, Mississippi. Now, Tiana, before we officially get this event started, we've been doing pretty well at predicting these winners, so I want to hear from you. Who do you think is going to take home the final overall event championship?
Well, Kaz, you know, you were pretty good at your picks yesterday. You know, I like to pick with my heart. I like to have a little bit of strategy behind it. But, you know, at the end of the day, I love all 8 of our Monster Jam drivers here at Arena Championship Series East, and I want to see them all succeed. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about this driver. I got to work with this driver last year. It was his first season on the road with Monster Jam, and I was with him in January of 2024, and now we're here together on this series in 2025. And the arc, the incredible amount of just confidence and improvement and success I've personally got to witness from this driver has just been incredible. And he's also a very dear friend. He always makes me laugh. He's always just the life of the party. And I think these fans actually got to see it just a little while ago because he was in the stands talking to us. So my pick to take the win today is none other than MJ Solorio in El Toro Loco.
You can never go wrong with MJ Solorio and El Toro Loco, a fantastic pick. I'm going to go a little bit different. We didn't get to hear from her during Monster Jam Trackside, but during the Monster Jam pit party, we were talking with her, and she is feeling all sorts of confidence. And she had a ton of fans in line. They all wanted her to break out the craziest Monster Jam tricks today, for the last event here in Biloxi, Mississippi. That's right. My pick for the overall event championship will be the queen of the black and green wrecking machine, Kristen Anderson in Gravedigger. I cannot wait to see what she breaks out. I know we have a ton of Gravedigger fans here in Mississippi Coast Coliseum. Now, Tiana, before we get started, once again, what are you most looking forward to the last event here in Biloxi?
Well, you know, I said it last night, but I gotta let these Sunday fans know we've been on the road for about 12 weeks, and I think the best, the loudest, and the most fun Monster Jam fans are here in Biloxi. Biloxi, are you excited for Monster Jam?
I love the sound of that. That will do it for Monster Jam Trackside. We are in for an incredible event here with the superstars of Arena Championship Series East. It is once again my great pleasure to welcome you to the home of your Mississippi Seawolves and to welcome you to Monster Jam.
On this Saturday night, we under the lights, it's going down. On this Saturday night, we under the lights, it's going down. On this Saturday night, we under the lights, it's going down.
Remember back in the day when you taught me to live and I taught you to pray. We went in the battle together, no matter the weather, we never delayed. You gave me commands, I always obeyed. I never let you go astray. I never thought I'd see the day that you would come and just betray me. Sick of playing silly games, you never loved me anyway. You should not have let me get away, cause now I'm hunting for my prey. I'm bigger, I'm better, my mind is a weapon. I won't ever let up. You try to break me down and I'ma just get up. They ask me how I did it, I'ma just tell them I rose up. I'm a survivor. Fight for my life. Coming back stronger. I will arise. I'm a survivor. Fight for my life. Coming back stronger. I will arise. Staring at you from afar, analyzing every scar. Asking myself how we got here. Remember, this is who we are. I am not here for revenge. I did not come to make amends. Not here to repent for my sins. I just came here to win. I just came here to end. I just came here to fight. Show you everything you said I couldn't be. I became overnight. This for the blood, this is for the tears, this is for my pain and my plight. Two walked in, but only one of us is walking out of here tonight. I'm a survivor. I fight for my life. Come on, get stronger. I will arise. I'm a survivor.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Biloxi, Mississippi, please welcome your Arena Championship Series E Superstars. Mississippi Coast Coliseum. Are you ready to meet your drivers?
You mess with the bull and you get the horns from Boise, Idaho. It's MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco.
She is the queen of the black and green wrecking machine, Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger.
He's the reigning and defending International Series champion and your point leader, Blake Granger, Monster Mud Dalmatian.
I wanna rock right now. I wanna rock right now.
The Apex Predator and a U.S. Army veteran, Tony Oaks, Thunderoris.
A nursing student during the week, but a beast in the seat. It's Michaela Telechka, Megalodon.
The 2024 Breakout Driver of the Year, Brandon Telechka. Just get her done too.
Representing Chicago, Illinois, and ready to wash away the competition, it's Kurt Kramer in Hot Sea.
A true Monster Jam veteran, Mark Hall, Raminator.
Biloxi, give it up for your Arena Championship Series E Superstars. Monster Jam fans, the time has come to honor our great nation and its heroes. We ask that you help us by raising your phones into the air to light up the sky as we pay tribute to our active duty military, veterans, first responders, and frontline workers.
Monster Jam was built right here in the USA. We are truly fortunate to live in the greatest nation here on earth and celebrate its strengths, freedoms, resilience, and innovation. We are the United States of America. Presenting our nation's colors, the Biloxi Police Department.
Every truck, every boot, and every tool. Yeah, I got 3 favorite colors, and that's red, white, and blue.
And here to sing our national anthem, please welcome Savannah Jones.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red clear, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
I got 3 favorite colors, not just one, not just 2. I got 3 favorite letters, and let me spell them out for you. They say USA, where I wish everything was made. Every truck, every boot, and every tool. Yeah, I got 3 favorite colors, and that's red, white, and blue.
Biloxi, welcome to the greatest show on dirt.
The best athletes in the world are about to enter the battlefield.
But only one will drive away a champion.
Champions don't give up, and champions don't back down.
They say iron sharpens iron.
But what about 6 tons
of pure steel?
The road to world finals rolls through here.
And I'm ready to punch my ticket.
And I'm ready to punch my ticket.
Biloxi.
Biloxi, Mississippi.
Are you ready for Monster Jam?
Biloxi, Mississippi. I want you to get loud and say it with me. This is Monster Jam.
We're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. We're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. They say that I'm reckless, because I'm relentless. They spit on my face and crush on my name and taking my life in vengeance. Yeah, you could try and blame us and try and take what's sacred, but we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. Somebody sound the alarm. A fire was set in the dark. It's time that you know. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. It doesn't matter if
It is time for the first competition of the day, JCB Racing. All 8 trucks have been seated into a lineup based on a random draw. The truck that finishes with the fastest time will take the JCB Racing win and the first 8 points of tonight's event. Biloxi, who's ready for JCB Racing?
Up first, Tony Oaks, Thunder Roris. This will be the time to be. He's getting set.
Tony Oaks, Thunder Roris finishing at a 10.417. That is going to be the first official time on the board. It will be the first time to beat.
Once again, that's Tony Oaks and Thunder Roris with a time of 10.417. That is the bar, the time to beat. Continuing on with the JCB Racing competition, Michaela Telechka, Megalodon.
Michaela Telechka finishes at 10.839, good enough for second place in the JCB Racing competition.
Michaela Telechka in Megalodon with a time of 10.839. Up next, he wants you to get hyped, MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco. Ladies and gentlemen, for your safety, please remain off the red tarps. Once again, that is the safety holds. Please do not put your feet or anything up on the red plastic safety holds. Thank you very much.
MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco finishing with a 9.741, giving him that #1 spot. He is your new leader.
Once again, that's MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco with a new leading time of 9.741. That's your new time to beat. Up next, Blake Granger, Monster Mud Dalmatian.
Finishes with a 10.605 time. Not quite enough to knock out MJ Solorio in that number 1 spot. Monster Jam fans, we are just about halfway through this first competition here at Monster Jam. But remember, we have a 4th competition going on. If you were with us during trackside, you might have heard Tony Oaks and Thunder Roars talking about our incredible partnership with St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. What we're doing here today is a little competition between our drivers to see who can raise the most money for St. Jude. All you have to do to donate to your favorite driver, maybe your favorite Monster Jam truck, is scan the QR code that will pop up on the video board. There it is. It's going to take you to Tiltify. Once you're there, you're going to see every single driver on this series. Now you can donate directly to them. You can click, maybe Raminator is your favorite truck. You want to click on Mark Hall. You can donate $1, $5, $10, whatever you have to spare. And the driver that raises the most money by the end of today's competition will be crowned our St. Jude ambassador. You know, St. Jude is such a special organization. It makes sure no child or family ever has to pay for treatment. Anything you can contribute helps. So make sure to scan that QR code, go to Tiltify, donate to St. Jude and your favorite driver, and we will crown our winner later this afternoon.
Still currently with the time to beat, MJ Solorio and El Toro Loco with a time of 9.741. We are only halfway through the JCB racing competition. Will anybody be able to take away that top spot from El Toro Loco? Up next, Mark Hall, Raminator.
with 11.170. Getting on the board there with 11.170.
Once again, that was Mark Hall in Raminator with a time of 11.170. 3 competitors remaining in the JCB racing competition. Up next, Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger.
Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger, finishing with a 10.182. Not enough to knock out MJ Solorio at that #1 spot, but good enough for second place.
Kristen Anderson and Gravedigger with a time of 10.182. Second place currently. Will anybody be able to take away that top spot from MJ Solorio and El Toro Loco? 2 competitors remain. Please welcome Brandon Telechka, Just Get Her Done 2.
Time to rewind. Back to 1995 when we were nothing.
Brandon Telechka, Just Get Her Done 2, finishing with an 11.639, getting himself up on the board with an 11.639.
Brandon Telechka, Just Get Her Done 2 with a time 11.639. There is only one competitor remaining. Will MJ Solorio and El Toro Loco be able to hold on to this top spot? It all comes down to this. Last but not least, Kurt Kramer, Hot Seat. Kurt Kramer in hot seat with a time of 11.896. Not enough to make it to the top, which means the winner of your JCB racing competition, MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco. That is yet another competition win by the incredible MJ Solorio and El Toro Loco. We're going to hear from him soon, but he has taken home the first 8 points of this final event in Biloxi, Mississippi.
Congratulations, MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco. That win has got to feel so good there in JCB Racing, having come so close yesterday. And also, fans, probably the closest anyone got to that turn cone. Talk to us a little bit about it.
Yeah, you know what? We've been super close all weekend long in racing. We've been chasing Kristen Anderson and Gravedigger. She's just been bad fast. You know, you can't take it away from that. Racing is racing. You're up against the clock. It's just us and that 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck. But you know what? Sunday fun day. We were finally able to snag that win. I was second place the past 2 events in racing, and it's about time we came home with that. You know what? Coming close to that turn pod, that's what you got to do. You really, when you're in that Monster Jam truck, you can't really see that turn pod. The visibility is not the greatest inside of these Monster Jam trucks, but you know what? We made it work, and we came out with a bad fast pass. What'd you think, Biloxi?
Well, MJ, we got the two-wheel skills competition next, and you know, you and El Toro Loco love to give us a show. What do you got planned for these fans for two-wheel skills?
You know what? I got some tricks up my sleeve I can't really say right now. I think I got some people in the back that might be listening right now. But you know what? I promise you guys one thing. We're going to live up to the name that's on the side of that truck. We're going to get a little loco, and it's about to get a little Western right here in Biloxi. What do you guys think? You guys having fun so far?
Keep it going and get your Toro horns up for MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco.
Ladies and gentlemen, here in Biloxi, if you take a look at the BKT overall event leaderboard, with MJ Solorio and El Toro Loco taking home the first competition win of the event, he secures himself 8 points. Kristen Anderson and Gravedigger with 7 points. And Tony Oaks and Thunder Roars, 6 points. That rounds out the first top 3. But we have 2 competitions remaining. Our second competition of the event is the two-wheel skills challenge. Each athlete will get 2 attempts at their best maneuver on just 2 wheels. Look up at the video board for an idea of what to look for in this competition.
This is how you do a stoppie in a 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck. It's all about being consistent on the throttle. You get it up to the ramp, get your front tires parked up there, and as soon as you start going, just gas it real hard, and as soon as you feel those back BKT tires pop off the ramp, lock the brakes and the truck will come just like that right up.
As a Monster Jam driver, one of the coolest tricks we can do is throwing a Monster Jam truck into a nose wheelie. We go off the pad, trip it up on the rear, get it on the front 2 BKT tires, But something else we try to do for you amazing Monster Jam fans is throw it into reverse and go back onto the pad into a wheelie. We call that a combo.
First thing we're going to do whenever you want to do a bicycle is you want to find an obstacle first, something that's going to hit really hard and tip the truck up on its side. You're going to line up for it with some decent speed, run at it, run at it, run at it. Your tire is going to clip, front tire is going to clip, back tire is going to clip, and you're going to turn into the dirt and ride that thing as far as you can.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the host desk, Dakota and his mom. Dakota is a huge Megalodon fan, but we're going to have you play a little competition. If you take a look up at the video board, we're going to have our mini jams race. It's going to be Gravedigger going against El Toro Loco, going against Megalodon. Dakota, is it all up to you? If you choose correctly, you're going home with a meet and greet after today's event. All right, Dakota, who do you think is going to win the race competition?
Megalodon.
Dakota's thinking Megalodon. Let's see if he's correct. Take a look at the video board. And it looks like Megalodon is the winner. Dakota, that means you are going to our post-event meet and greet. Here you go, if you hold on to that right there. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, give it up for Dakota.
Monster Jam fans, if you would like to go to the post-event driver meet and greet, you can still purchase tickets. The QR code is up there on the video board. The sales for the meet and greet will close at the beginning of halftime. So if you were not able to join the pit party and you would like to see all these drivers get an autograph, the post-event driver meet and greet is the perfect place to do it. Once again, the sales will close at the beginning of halftime.
Biloxi, Mississippi, you are about to see some of the most dynamic technical moves in our sport, such as sky wheelies, slap wheelies, poppers, stoppies, nose wheelies, and so much more. In this competition, your scores will determine our winner. And for more on this, let's join Tiana in the stands.
That's right, Kaz. This is going to be everybody's first opportunity to score using judgeszone.com. So remember, once a driver completes their run, you're using your smartphone, going to judgeszone.com on your web browser or scanning the QR code that will pop up on the video board. Once you're there, you'll type in the code BIL and click submit. Then to set a score, all you have to do is slide the BKT tire up or down to the score you want to set. Now remember, you got to be quick because you only have about 20 seconds to do so. And the most important thing to remember is that all of these drivers are counting on you to score accurately and fairly based on the criteria for every competition. I have faith in you, Biloxi. We're handing it over. Their fate is in your hands. So now I want to know who's ready for the Two Wheel Skills Challenge.
Up first in the two-wheel skills challenge, Kurt Kramer, Hot Seat.
Setting us off strong here in the two-wheel skills challenge. This is going to be your first opportunity to score. Here he comes out of his truck. He's going to give us the hot seat dance. He's washing it up and down. Biloxi, make sure to lock in your scores at judgeszone.com.
Kurt Kramer in hot seat. This will be the score to be, all set by you, the fans, right here at the Mississippi Coast Coliseum. And the score for Kurt Kramer in hot seat is a 5.141. That is the current score to beat. Up next, the 2024 Breakout Driver of the Year, Brandon Telechka, Just Get Her Done 2.
Time to rewind back to 1995 when we were nothing. Walking through the streets of Boston, no one listening. No one caring about the empty rooms we played until they all showed up one day. Then we took the stage and everything changed. Turn that up louder. Make it all go faster. Laying through the witching hour.
Monster Jam fans, the truck is off. Look at that skill.
Under lights now, playing to the masses, everything feels right. Taken state by country overnight. Living in a shell, enduring every fight. Seeing millions of people rage when we take the stage. Everybody scream. Turn that up louder. Make it all go fast.
Keep it going for Brandon Telechka. Just Get Her Done 2. Moonwalking it all the way up and across the pod. Make sure to lock in your scores at judgeszone.com.
Brandon Telechka and Just Get Her Done 2 out of his Monster Jam truck, waving to the crowd. He is feeling good after that one. He was able to nose wheelie and moonwalk all the way up, across, and down the pod. These Monster Jam trucks weigh 12,000 pounds, and that takes so much skill and control. The score for Brandon Telechka and Just Get Her Done is 9.275. We have a new leader. Continuing on with the competition, a Monster Jam veteran, Mark Hall, Raminator.
X
Make sure you lock in those scores. Monster Jam fans, what you're hearing there, that is a lot of horsepower rocking these Raminator trucks. Make sure you lock in your scores at judgeszone.com. There he is.
Mark Hall and Raminator, a true Monster Jam veteran, reaching for the sky with that awesome sky wheelie, but will it be enough? The score for Mark Hall and Raminator is 5.504. Up next, the fiercest predator under the sea, Michaela Toluchka, Megalodon.
Michaela Toluchka, Megalodon. This fish out of water is looking to get a score for the two-wheel skills challenge. All you have to do is go to judgeszone.com. Let us know what you think. Lock in your scores.
Michaela Toluchka and Megalodon putting on an awesome performance, but will it be enough to take away the top position from her brother Brandon Toluchka and just get her done too? She wants the crowd to get loud here in Biloxi. The score for Michaela Toluchka in Megalodon is a 5.869. That will currently put her in second place. Still currently leading the way is Brandon Toluchka in Just Get Her Done 2 with a score of 9.275. We still have 4 competitors remaining in the two-wheel skills challenge.
Monster Jam fans, I hope you are enjoying the two-wheel skills challenge. Remember, we got another challenge going on, and of course that is our St. Jude Ambassador of the Night. Thank you to all who have already contributed. If you are streaming this event live on YouTube, you can donate as well. Scan the QR code. While watching from home, make sure to donate to your favorite driver. Show them some love. And at the end of today's event, we will crown our St. Jude Ambassador.
Continuing on with the competition, when you mess with the bull, you get the horns. MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco.
Toro horns up for MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco. Make sure to lock in your scores at judgeszone.com. Let us know what you think of the two-wheel skills challenge.
MJ Solorio and El Toro Loco is a Monster Jam University graduate, so he was taught by the best and the brightest in our business. He's always leaving it all out on the track. Only a few competitors remaining in the two-wheel skills challenge. And the score for MJ Solorio and El Toro Loco is a 7.363 that will currently put him in second place. Up next, she is bad to the bone, Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger.
On the day I was born, the nurses all gathered round, and they gazed in wide wonder at the joy they had found. The head nurse spoke up, said, "Leave this one alone." She could tell right away that I was bad to the bone, bad to the bone, bad to the bone, bad, bad to the bone. I broke 1,000 hearts before I met you. I'll break 1,000 more, baby, before I am through. I wanna be yours, pretty baby, yours and yours alone. I'm here to tell you, honey, that I'm bad to the bone, bad to the bone, bad, bad, bad to the bone.
Make some noise for Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger. Make sure to lock in those scores at using judgeszone.com. Biloxi, at this point, you're experts. Make sure you lock them in the next 20 seconds.
Kristen Anderson, driver of Gravediggers, getting out of her Monster Jam truck right now, waving to all the fans. In 2022, she became the first ever female Monster Jam Series champion by winning the Arena Series Central Championship. She's feeling the love from the crowd right now, and the score for Kristen Anderson in Gravedigger is 7.702. That will currently put her in second place. Continuing on with the two-wheel skills competition, Tony Oaks, Thunderoris.
Tony Oaks and Thunderoris. Make sure you lock in those scores using judgeszone.com. Those were two great hits by Tony. Let us know what you think quickly. You got 20 seconds.
Tony Oaks, driver of Thunderoris, a U.S. Army veteran, has all the skills necessary to continually be at the top of every competition we have here at Monster Jam events. But it is all up to you, the fans, right here at the Mississippi Coast Coliseum. The score for Tony Oaks in Thunderoris is 8.223. That will currently put him in second place. Continuing on with the two-wheel skills competition, Blake Granger, Monster Mud Dalmatian.
The reason why, man, I don't know, so let's go, cause you ready now? 1, 2, 3, get loose now.
Make sure to lock in your scores at judgeszone.com. Let us know what you think. This is the last truck here in the two-wheel skills competition.
Blake Granger, driver of Monster Mutt Dalmatian, was able to take home the overall event championship win last night right here. The Mississippi Coast Coliseum fans are loving Blake Granger of Monster Mutt Dalmatian. This is your last opportunity of the two-wheel skills competition to get your scores locked in at judgeszone.com. The score to beat, set by Brandon Teluchka in Just Get Her Done 2, is a score of 9.275. The score for Blake Granger in Monster Mutt Dalmatian is 9.271. It doesn't get much closer than that, ladies and gentlemen, which means the winner of your two-wheel skills challenge is Brandon Teluchka. Just Get Her Done 2. Another competition win for Brandon Teluchka in Just Get Her Done 2. He's been handling business out here in the Mississippi Coast Coliseum when it comes to the two-wheel skills challenge. He has been on fire. We're going to hear from him soon, but he is adding 8 more points, making this a close race for the overall event championship. We're going to hear from him right now with Tiana.
A huge congratulations, Brandon Telechka, Jessica Get Her Done too. That's two wheel skills challenge wins here in Biloxi. How does that feel?
Feels absolutely awesome. You know, the competition is absolutely tough. We got Blake Grange out there pulling some gnarly combos. Man, that run should have won, but man, you guys are absolutely awesome. I tried staying consistent with those two wheel skills, trying some new stunts, even killing the motor there, right on the front bumper there, and it happened pretty good.
Well, you know, we only got one competition left, and that is, of course, Monster Jam Freestyle. You know, yesterday things didn't go quite according to plan with that truck. How are you feeling now? It's a new day. Just Get Her Done 2 is looking pretty good. How do you feel going into freestyle?
Yeah, it feels absolutely awesome. You know, my favorite competition is the freestyle because you match up racing, you match up drifting, and the two-wheel skills. Maybe you'll be on front wheels, back wheels, side wheels. Who knows? We toss some big air in there. But I need you guys to get absolutely wild. Biloxi, you guys ready for some freestyle?
Keep it going for your two-wheel skills. A challenge winner, Brandon Telechka. Just Get Her Done 2.
Monster Jam fans here at the Mississippi Coast Coliseum. If you take a look up at the video board, we'll be able to check out the new BKT overall event leaderboard. We have a four-way tie for first. This is unheard of. Tony Oaks, Thunder Roars, Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian, Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger, and MJ Solorio, Toro Loco. Once again, a four-way tie for first, which means it all comes down to the final competition of the event, Monster Jam Freestyle. With the winner of our two-wheel skills challenge being crowned, that will take us to our Ford halftime, brought to you by your local Ford dealers. Make sure to visit our merchandise stand and grab a great memory at our green screen photo booth, but don't go too far because coming up next, superstars from freestyle motocross will be flying from one side of the arena all the way to the other. And you'll hear from Tiana once again, checking in, seeing if there's any updates. We'll be right back after this Ford halftime with even more Monster Jam. Gentlemen, take a look up at our video board for some special VIP fan messages.
works.
I run Lucas Oil.
It doesn't matter if you're on the water,
Driving to work, or competing in a sold-out stadium, Lucas Oil products will help you get the most out of your vehicle. Monster Jam has run Lucas Oil in and on our trucks for over 10 years.
we wouldn't run anything else.
Lucas Oil, the official oil of Monster Jam.
They're here. Guys, they're here. What? Come on, they're here.
I'm coming.
They're here. What is it? Just give me a second.
Just open the box. It's not that hard.
Okay. Okay.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, right? I like those.
Those are nice.
See clearly, drive boldly with the Zenni Monster Jam collection. Zenni Optical. Eyewear for everyone. Pretty sick. These are mine. What's up, y'all? It's Kristen and Tony, and we're getting ready to play a little Monster Jam Showdown, right?
I'm ready.
Dude, I have taken a lot of damage.
Me too. Where's the turbo button?
I can't tell you. It's secret.
Oh, deuces.
Oh, Robin is racing, Tony.
Imagine
Robin's
that.
racing. Good
Just
job.
as I suspected.
Whatever. You got lucky. The Monster Jam Showdown video game is available now.
Monster Jam and Marble swing into stunts. New Monster Jam Mega Spider-Man RC. Epic stunts and heroic action in your hands. Massive wheels let you climb and conquer anything in its way. New Monster Jam Mega Spider-Man RC. Batteries not included. Epic trucks, epic stunts. Monster Jam. New Monster Jam Supercharged Speedway. You can blast into stunts, hit the big air pedal, and launch into the podium. It's a figure-8 frenzy. Monster Jam Supercharged Speedway. Comes to show. Other trucks sold separately. Batteries not included. Adult assembly required.
It's Ford Truck Month. Time to get a stampede of savings on Ford F-Series. America's best-selling trucks 48 years straight. F-150 and Super Duty. Come join the stampede during Ford Truck Month. Don't miss 2.9% financing plus $500 special cash on a 2024 Ford F-150. Only at your Southern Quality Ford dealer.
We went to the Monster Jam test grounds to show how the original Super Glue, now with Super Unix, can win any challenge. From small,
Bond super fast. Just 10 seconds. All set here.
to the extreme.
Let's see how strong it really is. Yeah, let's see it lift 12,000 pounds.
The extreme power of Super Unix adhesive is shock and vibration proof. So strong, it can lift more than 12,000 pounds. The original Super Glue, featuring Super Unix, the next generation of Super Glue.
You're seeing something special happen right here. How huge is this? Here we go. That was something.
Welcome inside the Monster Jam studio.
Turn it up, dude.
I'm trying, man.
So let's get to it tonight here at Snapdragon
Woo!
Stadium.
That's how you do it. Oh, what a move!
Big moment. And what a great finale to her 2 minutes here. Goatee with a 9.613. A huge score.
You need to be louder.
Monster Jam only on MAV TV.
All right, here we go.
We love to do backflips,
Donuts.
wheelies,
And get
big air. We do it for you and for the kids of St. Jude. Families never
Never receive a bill from St. Jude.
For treatment, travel,
Housing or food.
so they can focus.
Focus on helping their child live.
So get out your phones and scan the QR code.
I'm scanning mine right now.
Go ahead, scan the code.
Go ahead and scan the code.
I'm scanning right now.
To learn how you can join us in helping the kids of St. Jude.
Are you ready
to rev up your career? At the University of Northwestern Ohio, our high-performance motorsports program puts you in the fast lane with a 70% hands-on education. Learning from the best in the business, you'll master the skills needed to excel in the world of motorsports. From the pits to the paddocks, UNOH students and graduates dominate in all facets of racing. Turn your passion into a career at UNOH. Apply today at unoh.edu.
Hey Monster Jam fans, keep the family fun rolling at the all-new Ringling. High-flying action, daring stunts, extreme spins and flips, amazing skills and thrills. Don't miss the greatest show on earth. Visit ringling.com for more.
We enter this year's Super Motocross World Championship playoffs with plenty of questions. And this is the proving ground where we're going to get answers. Who's the best of the best?
22 riders, one dream. This is the playoffs.
Let's go!
Tickets on sale now.
Monster Jam fans, take a look down on the track to check out the Monster Jam Digger Disc in action. While it takes some practice to master it, the Digger Disc will come right back to you just like a boomerang. The only place you can buy a Digger Disc is here at a live Monster Jam event, not online, not in stores. If you want to go home with your very own Digger Disc, stop at a merchandise stand on the concourse before they sell out.
Why don't we call it love? Sing it back to me, sing it back to me now. Why don't we call it love, call it love? Sing it back to me, sing it back to me now. Why don't we call it love, call it love? Why don't we call it love, call it love?
Biloxi, Mississippi, welcome back to Monster Jam. Let's take a look at this unbelievable BKT overall event leaderboard. It is a four-way tie for first. This is extremely rare. Tony Oaks, Thunder Roars, Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian, Kristen Anderson in Gravedigger, and MJ Solorio, driver of El Toro Loco. A four-way tie for first. Currently, all have 12 points. So that just means it all comes down to Monster Jam Freestyle. But until then, let's check in with our pit reporter. Tiana, what's happening over with you?
Thanks, Kaz. You know, I'm down here on the dirt right in front of you, but I was just out in the pits. Everything is looking A-okay out there as of right now. You know, earlier we saw MJ Solorio and El Toro Loco kind of testing his truck, two-wheel skills. I checked in with his crew chief, Sam Guttis, and everything's looking all good. But I'm actually joined down here by Aldina Burns, who is the support technician for Team Gravedigger. And, you know, it's kind of funny. Yesterday, I took over the Monster Jam Instagram, and I had Aldina kind of walk the fans through how you swap out a transmission, and then I brought on some bad luck, because then last night, that's exactly what you had to do. Tell the fans about it.
Yeah, so we were having fun in the pits yesterday, doing some Instagram reels and stuff, stories, talking about how transmissions work, how we take them in and out. And then at the end of the night, she's like, a second gear was gone, we need to do a transmission. And I was like, man, we were just talking about them all day, and now I got to go out there, and we did one. But now she's doing real good out here today, and hopefully we have a good freestyle.
Now, talk to the fans a little bit about the changing out a transmission. You know, to me, someone who just drives a regular old Mazda, that sounds crazy. I take my car in and it's gone for 2 weeks. But what you all can do back there is actually incredible. How fast have you and Sebastian changed out a transmission?
Oh, yeah, we've done it just in a short intermission here in like 15 minutes. Me and him going back and forth, knowing what our parts are and getting it in and out real quick.
Now, you are the support technician for Team Gravedigger. What does a day at Monster Jam look like for you? I know anything could go wrong, but what's like a general checklist?
General is first thing in the morning when we get them up, and we start them up. We do a radio check. We check all the fluids. We go over every nut and bolt on the truck, making sure it's tight and in the right place. And then they race in the morning, and then for intermission, we do the same thing. Every fluids, every nuts and bolts, tighten them up, make sure we're good and ready to rip.
Well, Aldina, thank you so much for your time talking to all of us today. And, you know, Monster Jam fans, the thing that's so cool about this moment is that normally Aldina, the support technicians, the crew chiefs, they're all in the pits. They're outside, rain or shine, 105 degrees, you know, in all the elements. But right now, she's right here. She can hear you. So I need everybody in this arena to give a huge round of applause for not only Aldina, but all of the incredible hard work by our UNOH technicians.
Thank you so much, Biloxi, and thank you, Tiana. It has been an action-packed first half of Monster Jam action. But I want you to hurry on back to your seats because the second half of Monster Jam is about to begin. Freestyle Motocross is next. Welcome back to Monster Jam. It's time for Freestyle Motocross. Please give a huge welcome to the superstars of USFMX.
Okay, Biloxi, are you ready for FMX? Here is how it's gonna go down. These riders are gonna fly from one side of the arena to the other. together we are, the louder we get, the more we cheer, the higher they fly. So Biloxi, make some noise! Let's meet these guys, shall we? Some of you might have been lucky enough to meet them earlier during the pit party. Coming up first, it's Brendan Reardon. Up next, we got AJ Rosebrill. Yesterday's first winner, Cameron Sepulveda. And last night's winner, Josh Hedford. We're gonna let these guys get warmed up here with a few more practice jumps. Biloxi, I want all of you to get warmed up. Everybody put your hands in the air. Hands up. And wave them side to side. And faster. And faster. Okay, I think they got one more practice jump in them. Because it is time for the FMX Best Trick Competition. Each of these riders is going to have one attempt to throw down their best high-flying trick while going from one side of the arena to the other. But remember, you are the official judges here today at Monster Jam, which means as soon as a rider lands on the ramp, you're taking out your smartphone, going to judgeszone.com, and locking in your score for what you think is the best trick. So, gentlemen, are you ready? Biloxi, are you ready? It is time for the FMX Best Trick Competition.
Up first from Worcester, Massachusetts, give it up for Brendan Reardon.
With his ankles. Make sure to lock in your score at judgeszone.com.
Once again, that was Brendan Reardon. He's been riding freestyle motocross for 3 years, but off-roading racing for over 20 years. He is riding a Honda 450, and this will be the bar to beat for the best trick competition. The score for Brendan Reardon is 7.984. That is the current score to beat. Continuing on with the competition from Chicago, Illinois, AJ Rosebrill. He's been riding freestyle motocross for 15 years, and he's grew up racing since he was 8 years old. He's jumped all over the world, including China, curling on a ZLTM 450. When he's flying through the air, Biloxi, I want you to scream. Get ready, because he's going to throw out a big one. Here we go, Biloxi.
AJ Rosebrill giving us the one-handed backflip. He said, hey guys, scored me the highest for the FMX Best Trick competition at judgeszone.com.
AJ Rosebrill from Chicago, Illinois, waving to the crowd while he's doing a backflip, saying hello to the wonderful people here at the Mississippi Coast Coliseum. Make sure you get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. The score for AJ Rosebrill is 8.413. We have a new leader. Up next from South Florida, give it up for Cameron Sepulveda. This is Cameron's second year riding freestyle motocross. He is currently riding a Yamaha YZ250. He's been having some great luck this weekend during the freestyle motocross best trick competition. Will be able to win again. We'll find out.
Keep it going for Cameron Sepulveda. What an incredible trick. He's been working on that one. Mastering it today for all you Biloxi fans. Make sure to lock in your scores at judgeszone.com.
This is the last freestyle competition here at a Monster Jam event in Biloxi, Mississippi. So make sure you get those scores locked in. The score for Cameron Sepulveda is 9.361. We have a new leader. Last but certainly not least, in the best trick competition from Asheville, North Carolina, Josh Hedford. "20 years riding freestyle motocross. Will it be enough?"
Scoring is open for Josh Hedford. He couldn't let Cameron have all the glory. Had to come up here with that trick. Make sure to lock in your scores at judgeszone.com.
Josh Hedford has ridden with Nitro Circus. He's currently riding a Kawasaki 450. One of the best out there to do it. All these incredible athletes. This is your last opportunity for the freestyle competition. The score for Josh Hedford is 9.382. That means the winner of the best trick competition is Josh Hedford.
Biloxi, do you want to see more FMX? It is time for the grand finale. These guys are gearing up. Cameron is ready to get some redemption. It's time for FMX trains. These guys are flying from one side of the arena to the other without stopping. But remember, we gotta get loud. The louder we are, the higher they fly. Let them hear you. That was a whip train. They all whipped those bikes one right after the other. But you know, Biloxi, I think we can get even louder and they can do even more high-flying tricks. These have been the riders of your freestyle motocross team. It's time for us to almost head on out, so let's send them away with all the love we got. It's Brendan Reardon, AJ Rosebrill, Cameron Sepulveda, and Josh Hedford. Let's give that up for these guys one more time. And let's get our winner, Josh Hedford, up here. You know, Josh Hedford won the competition last night. Cameron won it yesterday afternoon. This is the unofficial tiebreaker of the weekend. Josh Hedford, congratulations. You know, that was some good competition there with that trick. Talk to me about it, and when did you decide that's the trick you were gonna do?
That was a Superman Indy flip, and I was trying to look at Cam because he did a little one, so I had to try to go bigger than him. And then I did a stoppie off the bag on the dirt to stop, so that was kind of fun.
Well, you know, what I love about watching all you guys out here just doing what you love is you really bring so much passion and energy to this competition. You know, tell these fans a little bit about how you got started with FMX.
Oh, I was like just 2 years old and grew up on pedal bikes, and that was pretty much like my whole life growing up was riding bikes, and just graduated up from like bigger bikes to dirt bikes, and then started jumping little jumps to bigger jumps, and yeah, somehow ended up here. So yeah, just practiced a lot and trained for probably like, I don't know, 30-something years now.
Well, all that experience definitely paid off here today at the Best Trick competition. But you know, Josh, you stay in such great shape to be able to do all these tricks. What do you love to do at home to achieve that?
Oh, a lot of Pilates and hot yoga. Those are my two go-tos for sure.
Well, thank you again. I hope all of you go home. You know, if you want to do what Josh does, make sure you do some hot yoga and Pilates. Let's give it up for your FMX Best Trick winner, Josh Hedford.
Monster Jam fans, it's time. Let's go over that leaderboard one more time. The BKT overall event leaderboard. Once again, there is a four-way tie for first. This is extremely rare. MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco, Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger, Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian, Tony Oaks, Thunder Horse, each has 12 points, which means it all comes down to Monster Jam Freestyle. Each driver has 90 seconds to turn in their most spectacular freestyle performance in their Monster Jam truck. One thing to remember is that in order to qualify for a score, the driver must complete the first 15 seconds of their run. You will see some amazing technical moves, big air, and those wow moments that have made Monster Jam a worldwide phenomenon. Your scores will once again determine our winner. When the ribbon board turns yellow, that means a driver has only 15 seconds left in their run. When they turn red, that means that time is up and you take over. You will again head to judgeszone.com, enter the code BIL, slide the BKT tire up or down, and click submit. Biloxi, Mississippi, it is almost time for Monster Jam Freestyle.
First out in the heat, take me down to your paradise. I see heaven when I see your eyes. They pull me in, got me paralyzed. Your body makes me wanna testify. I'm a desert, you're an ocean.
Monster Jam fans, I have my friend Zachary, who's 11 years old, hanging out at the host desk with me. And Zachary is about to compete in a competition, but we're going to make him work for it because he's going up against Tony Oaks in Thunder Roars. All right, Zachary, here's how it works. All you have to do is name as many animals as you can in 15 seconds. Are you feeling pretty confident?
Yes.
All right, Zachary's confident. Let's see what he's got. On your marks, get set, go.
Dog, cat, tiger, lion, koala, bear. Oh, I'm blinking. Oh. deer, fox, wolf, turtle, rabbit, donkey, horse.
All right, you know what? We're gonna say you got 12 because I think it was 12, right, Biloxi? Yeah. He got 12. Now, if you beat Tony Oaks, you're going home with a Spin Master Monster Jam Megalodon Loop of Doom. Right now, we have to see how many animals in 15 seconds Tony Oaks in Thunder Horse was able to name. Let's see what he's got.
Lion, tiger, giraffe, dog, cat, fish, zebra, rhinoceros, hippo. Oh, bird, cat, lion, panther.
Ladies and gentlemen, that means Zachary is our big winner, and you're going home with a Monster Jam Spin Master Megalodon Loop of Doom. One more time, Biloxi, give it up for Zachary.
Monster Jam Mini Jams, mini size, maximum chaos. New Venom Velocity Scorpion. You can load the stinger and launch. Whoa! The Scorpion's angry. It's a rapid fire blast. You can boost the ramp for big air. Yeah! Blast over 12 feet. Mini-size Monster Jam trucks, maximum chaos. Bring the sting. Venom Velocity Scorpion from Monster Jam comes as shown. Other trucks sold separately. Batteries not included.
Monster Jam fans, are you having fun out there or what? Well, you know, I'm having fun too, but I've been doing a lot of moving and grooving, and I think it's time I see all of you out there on your feet. So this is what we're gonna do. I got a wheel, and the wheel is gonna tell us what to do. All we have to say is spin the wheel, and no matter what the wheel tells us, all of us are gonna do it. Understood? All right, Biloxi, let me hear it on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, spin the wheel! Ooh, okay, Biloxi, how strong are you? Let me see you flex. Hold on. Now that was pretty good flexing from those of you that I saw, but I didn't see everybody out of their seats. Did you guys see everybody out of their seats? No. She says no, so I think we need to spin the wheel again. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Spin the wheel! Air guitar, Kim! Biloxi, I want to see you rock! saw Blake Granger himself was rocking out down there, but I still didn't see everybody out of their seats. So one more time, I need to what? 1, 2, 3, spin the wheel! This is the moment I've been waiting for, Biloxi. It's time to dance!
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. Off from my city, off from my home. We're flying up, no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off of it, moving so phenomenally. You're more like the way we rock it, so don't stop. And under the lights when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel good, good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. I can't stop the feeling. So just dance, dance, dance. I can't stop the feeling. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. Ooh, it's something magical. It's in the air, it's in my blood, it's rushing on. I don't need no reason, don't need control. I fly so high, no seas. You don't even know. I can make your hands clap. Said I can make your hands clap. Every night when the stars come out, am I the only living soul around? Need to believe you could hold me down, 'cause I'm in need of something good right now. We could be screaming till the sun comes out, and when we wake, we'd be the only sound. Get on my knees and see your breath change round. But I can make your hands clap. And I can make your hands clap. And I can make your hands clap. My flesh is searching for your worst and best, don't ever deny. I'm like a stranger, give me danger on your road and your right. Secrets on my way to the freeway, you're a keeper of crime. Still no conviction, grips of vodka can only sweeten your wine. But you don't even know. I can make your hands clap. Said I can make your hands clap. Every night when the stars come out, am I the only living soul around? Need to believe you could hold me down, 'cause I'm in need of something good right now. We could be screaming till the sun comes out, and when we wake, we'd be the only sound. Get on my knees and see your breath change round. But I can make your hands clap.
Biloxi, give yourselves a huge round of applause and take a bow. That was some beautiful dancing I saw. But you know, I think it's time we get back to more Monster Jam. I need everybody to get out your phones, because it is time for you fans to get Monster Jam Freestyle started. Go ahead, turn on those flashlights and follow my lead. Go up, down, up, down, up, down. Keep it going and stay on beat. We've Michaela Tolochka Megalodon. Make sure to lock in your scores for Megalodon at judgeszone.com.
This is your first competitor of the Monster Jam Freestyle competition. She's outside of Megalodon now, waving to the crowd. Will you set a high score to beat? That is all up to you, the fans right here in Biloxi, Mississippi. Don't forget to hit submit. Like Tiana said, she's leaving it all out on the track and waving to the crowd now, showing some love. Will the Mississippi Coast Coliseum show some love back? Make sure you lock in those scores. This will be the bar, and the score for Michaela Tolochka and Megalodon is 7.705. That is the current bar to beat for the Monster Jam Freestyle competition. Up next from Rantoul, Illinois, Mark Hall, Raminator.
Some noise for Mark Hall in Raminator. Really using all the elements of the pod there to throw down a freestyle run. Make sure to lock in those scores at judgeszone.com.
Mark Hall in Raminator getting some massive air over the pod right here in the Mississippi Coast Coliseum. He is a true Monster Jam veteran. He began his career in the early 1990s in a partnership with his brother Tim Hall. And we want you to lock in those scores because the score for Mark Hall in Raminator is 7.036. We still have 6 more competitors to go in the Monster Jam Freestyle competition, and we want you to get wild out there, Biloxi. Up next, representing MK Motorsports, Brandon Tolochka, Just Get Her Done 2.
Time to rewind to 1995 when we were nothing. Walking through the streets of Boston, no one listening. No one cared about the empty rooms we played until they all showed up.
Get Her Done 2. Really giving us his all there after the momentum of his two-wheel skills win. Make sure to lock in your scores at judgeszone.com.
Brandon Toluchka, Just Get Her Done 2, showing off why he won that two-wheel skills competition. He is one of the best to do it, so make sure you're heading on over to judgeszone.com using the code BIL and locking in those scores. He's outside right now, waving hello to the crowd. Show him some love, Biloxi. He's flying through the air, breaking out all his best tricks for the Monster Jam Freestyle competition. The score for Brandon Toluchka, Just Get Her Done 2, is 8.578. We have a new leader.
Monster Jam fans, the time has come to crown our St. Jude Ambassador of the Day. Once again, thank you all so much for those who were able to contribute. Thank you all for being here. But you know, this is an exciting announcement, so let's everybody pat their legs. I need a little drum roll, please. The winner of today's St. Jude Ambassador is MJ Solorio, Megalodon. Thank you again, everyone who donated. You know, MJ Solorio is studying to be a nurse, so I know this will mean so much to her to carry this win into next weekend.
Ladies and gentlemen, the queen of the black and green wrecking machine from Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger.
So leave this one alone. She could tell right away that I was bad to the bone. Bad to the bone. Bad to the bone. Bad. Bad to the bone. I broke 1,000 hearts before I met you. I break 1,000 more, baby.
Lining up for the Morgan & Morgan backflip.
I'm here to tell you, honey, that I'm bad to the bone. Bad to the bone.
All hail the queen of the black and green wrecking machine! Lock in your scores at judgeszone.com.
Kristen Anderson in Gravedigger absolutely nails the Morgan & Morgan backflip with an awesome save at the end to top it off. That's like a cherry on top of an epic run. Make sure you're getting those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. She always leaves it all out on the track, especially for the last event in a Monster Jam series here at Biloxi, Mississippi. Make sure you're getting those scores locked in one more time. Will it be enough? That is up to you, the fans, right here. And the score for Kristen Anderson in Gravedigger is 9.547. We have a new leader. Once again, your new leader is Kristen Anderson in Gravedigger with a score of 9.547. Just behind her, Brandon Toluchka, Just Get Her Done 2, a score of 8.578. And rounding out the top three, Michaela Toluchka and Megalodon with a score of 7.705. We are only halfway through this Monster Jam freestyle competition. I can't wait to see what comes next. From Chicago, Illinois, Kurt Kramer, Hot Seat.
Keep it going for Kurt Kramer in Hot Seat. That freestyle run, laying it all out on the track in this beautiful Hot Seat Monster Jam truck. There he is. Make sure to lock in your scores at judgeszone.com.
Kurt Kramer in Hot Seat. Will he be washing out the competition? That is up to you, the fans, right here at the Mississippi Coast Coliseum. That is a very high score to beat, set by Kristen Anderson and Gravedigger. So will it be enough? The score for Kurt Kramer in Hot Seat is 5.786. That will currently put him in 5th place. We still have 3 competitors in the Monster Jam freestyle competition. Continuing on with the competition, from Lucinda, Pennsylvania, Tony Oaks, Thunder Roaris.
Tony Oaks and Thunder Roaris. Incredible freestyle run by Tony. There he is. Make sure to lock in your scores at judgeszone.com.
Tony Oaks in Thunder Horse is fired up after that run right there. He is feeling it. Show him some love, Biloxi. He was using every angle of that pod, getting some massive air, reaching the front of that nose all the way up to the video board almost. The score for Tony Oaks in Thunder Horse is 8.8. That will currently put him in second place. Up next from Lafayette, Louisiana, Blake Granger, Monster Mud Dalmatian.
I wanna rock right now. I wanna rock right now.
This dog has the zoomies. It's Blake Granger and Monster Mud Dalmatian. Make sure to lock in your scores for that freestyle run at judgeszone.com.
Blake Granger in Monster Mud Dalmatian showing off why he is the reigning and defending International Series champion. He is saying hello to the crowd after an epic run. Make sure you're getting those scores locked in. The control it takes to move around that 12,000-pound vehicle. It is amazing. The score to beat, set by Kristen Anderson and Gravedigger, is a 9.547. And the score for Blake Granger in Monster Mud Dalmatian is 9.156. That will currently put him in second place. We only have one competitor left in the Monster Jam Freestyle competition. Last but certainly not least, when you mess with the bull, you get the horns. From Boise, Idaho, MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco.
those scores at judgeszone.com.
This is your last opportunity of the event here in Biloxi, Mississippi. Get those scores locked in and give it up once again, MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco. This is the final competitor here in Monster Jam in the Mississippi Coast Coliseum. And the score for MJ Solorio in El Toro Loco is 8.738. That puts him in 4th place, which means the winner of the Monster Jam Freestyle competition is Kristen Anderson in Gravedigger. With 7 points in the JCB Racing competition, 5 points in the 2-wheel skills challenge, and now 8 points in the freestyle competition, for an overall event total of 20 points. Your overall event champion is Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger. Kristen Anderson in Gravedigger taking home the final event overall championship win here in Biloxi, Mississippi. She's coming out on the track now. Mississippi Coast Coliseum, show her some love. We are about to hear from her after another incredible event. The overall event championship win. She has been on such a run. But now, let's pass it on down to Tiana.
Congratulations, Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger. This win has got to feel so good from just the weeks of competitions. Really, you say it best, this is a stacked series. Tell us how good this win feels.
Oh man, T, it's great to be standing up here talking on the pod, talking to you again, holding this trophy, man. It has been tough. It's been such an interesting, fun, amazing point series so far. We're still in the middle of it right now. And these boys, you know, I'll hand it to them here at Monster Jam. They're all right. They know how to drive. But, you know, us ladies, we know how to get it done too here at Monster Jam. And, you know, I always dedicate the trophy to somebody or something. And, you know, me and my family, we've been coming to Biloxi, Mississippi for a very long time. I know a lot of y'all, when y'all were kids, y'all watched my dad, and that means a lot to us because now you're bringing your kids out to come watch his kids drive Gravedigger, and I think that's really cool. So we love you guys. Thank you for loving us for the past 44 years, and we promise that the Andersons will give you 44 more. And this trophy right here in that backflip is for all the little girls and all the ladies that are sitting in the stands tonight, girls. That's right. Don't let these boys underestimate you, ladies. Don't let them push you around because we got it. Thank you, Biloxi. We love you.
Keep it going for your BKT overall event champion, Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger.
Thanks, Tiana. Another incredible event culminates with Kristen Anderson, driver of Gravedigger, winning the overall event championship, who is now one step closer to earning that automatic bid to Monster Jam World Finals 24 in Salt Lake City. Biloxi, Mississippi, did you have a good time today? That is what I like to hear. Thank you so much for coming out and joining us with the beautiful Arena Championship Series East Superstars. Make sure on your way out to visit our merchandise stand one final time and grab a great memory at our green screen photo booth. And head on over to MonsterJam.com to book everything, your tickets and travel for Monster Jam World Finals 24. On behalf of my co-host Tiana and myself, I'm Kaz. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for being here at Monster Jam.
The keys in the ignition, so drivers fire your engines. It's a battle to the end. Never give up, never give in. It's grit and guts.